Gaeilge Weekly is brought to you by Learn Irish Online. For way more shows, videos, podcasts and courses for learning the language, head to learnirishonline.com or patreon.com/learnirishonline. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, Díwit, Mods and Wat, Trinonama. Welcome back to Gaeilge Weekly, Fáilte Week Gaeilge Weekly. My name's Liam, it's Liam, and very, very grateful that you're tuning in and listening this week to my fear bhuíoch go bhfuil tú ag túnál isteach agus ag éisteacht an tseachtain seo. And you know what's coming this week. Tá is sad, hána féin, cad atá ag teacht an tseachtain seo. If you were listening last week or the week before or even the week before, más rud é go raibh tú ag éisteacht an tseachtain scáte, no fiú an tseachtain roimhe sin, no fiú an tseachtain roimhe sin. You already know what today is going to be. Hána féin tá is agat cad I bhaid I gceist le inniu, and that is the Mailbag edition part 2. So Cuid gen Mailbag edition. And last week, had a brilliant time reading out all the different emails and messages that came in from the islands of Ireland. So we am ionta gagam an tseachtain scáte ag léamh amach na teachtarachtaí agus na riomhfuistar fad a tháinig isteach ó Oileán na hÉireann. And we've had so many emails and messages in overall that we're going to have to do a part 2 for the ones that came from further fields. Na cían na tháinig isteach ó Harsália from abroad, from different countries around the world, ó Thiortha Difriúla Timpeall an Down. So very much looking forward to getting stuck into that today. Tnú go mór le bheith ag díreadh isteach sin inniu. And we're going to be starting off, there's kind of sections to today's podcast. We'll couple of quids, Jifrul, Jen Fudcrailin, going to be doing a bit of a North American section in one part of the podcast, focusing in all the ones that came from Canada and the US, Jiris Shocker and the Keener Fod, a Hollingus Chaco, Handa, agus na Stáitíntia, Parcella, Cuidella, another part on the ones that came in from Australia, or in the Keen, a Hánigus Shock, on Austral. But starting off in Europe, and that is over in Poland, on Folan, and Ursula from Krakow has written in, or she lives in Krakow nowadays anyway, Toshi, in a Coney, in Krakow, na leichen de seo Eranus. Liam is Misha Ursula. I listened to the podcast in Krakow, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And it's Krakow, or something else. But anyway, Krakow, Poland. Usually, when driving my son to school, he gets to pick up a bit of Irish as well. It's a great idea, exactly what I need to help me with my Irish, which I've just started learning in earnest. In the old days, it was too difficult to pick up from books and recordings. I've been an English teacher for 25 years now, and I think you do a great job with the content. It's engaging and real chatty language, and the graded difficulty of the 3 episodes work really well. I particularly enjoyed the episode on Formula 1, as my dad was also a big F1 fan from Galway. Best wishes from Krakow. Gur míle mágad. Ursula, gur míle mágad féin. Big thank you to you. Lovely little email there, and again, I don't have time to kind of give a big 5 or 10 minute analysis or reply to every single email. Níl an támag an sais analís nó fragra fad cuig nóméid ó thuirtearás le haid gach riomhas. So just going to pick out 1 or 2 things from each email like I did last week. Just tá mé an rud nó go a fiochu amach ó gach riomhas mar a rinne mé an tseachtain scáte. But the biggest thing there, and the biggest thing I want to say thank you to you for as well, Ursula, and rud is mó ó bhfuil mé buíochas madra le sin, Ursula. That is the image I have of you and your son listening to the podcast together, tusa agus the wak ag éisteacht leis an bud craile le céile an malach godaí an scoil on the way to school. And I love that image and that idea of the two of you listening together. It's even on Eva sin, you know, virtuguv ag éisteacht le céile. And really what you're giving him in that moment is not so much the podcast. It could be any podcast in Irish. It doesn't really matter that it's Gaeilge Weekly is cuma más rud é gohfuil say mar Gaeilge Weekly, but you're passing on the Irish to him and at least opening his mind to what it means to be Irish or Irish culture, or the fact that we do have our own language, or whatever else it might be, in some type of cultural connection can go to culture. It doesn't have to be, you're doing this so that one day he's going to be fluent and able to speak Irish. That's not really the point nation on rud is tábhachtaí, but opening his mind and introducing him, I suppose, to this world of Irishness in a way, and of all the things that go along with it, the language and the history, antanga, agus an star, agus na rudí culture, the cultural things, and so on, agus mar singe. And as well, big thank you for saying, for some of your compliments there and some of your nice words, cúpla focal teas an sin in relation to the content and the stuff at Learn Irish Online, modulation content, agus rudí Learn Irish Online. If you've been teaching English for 25 years, then definitely you know what you're on about. Cín se gohfuil éasca agus gohfuil na technící seo a rólas agat maidir leis na bally is far the best ways to learn a language on shanga o olam. So if you're saying it's good, I certainly feel a lot more self-assured and confident then. Ma tá tosaigh gohfuil sé go má cínse go mo híam níos muinení as an obair ó bhfuil méid Jane of mar sin, and that your father was from Galway and a big F1 fan like myself, gur bas Gailge é d'áthair agus grá sé nó gohfuil sé in a fan mór nó lucht leanúint mór de Formula 1. Also really cool. He was definitely really into probably Michael Schumacher, Damon Hill, cínse grá sé gafel, Michael Schumacher, Damon Hill, Ayrton Senna, Nigel Mansell, Prost, Keke Rosberg, PK Senior, Hakkinen, agus Thíní mar sin a written in Okaji, if I'm doing a rough guess at what era he might have watched, or even before that, maybe Gilles Villeneuve, and who else would have been around in the early 80s? Nicky Lauda, James Hunt, Augustini, Marshin, and people like that. So big thank you for that email, Ursula. Thank you so much for sharing the podcast with your son. Gur míle mágad as an riomh sin Ursula, agus freisin as a bheith ag rinch an podcréile le the walk. Danny from Melbourne, Australia. We've got two in from Australia. Hi Liam, love the podcast. Started listening a few weeks ago to the What Níos Simplí version and was surprised how easy it made it to pick up the language again. I'm a firefighter based just outside Melbourne, Australia, and tune in on my 110-kilometre, or 1 hour and 20 minute, commute to and from work. It's a great way to pass the time and gets the brain working. Keep up the good work. Danny. Míle buíochas as sin. Agus, yeah, again, so cool that I'm just here in my bedroom, basically. Often I call it my office, but really it's my bedroom, really in lá era. So sure, my humor cuddleta. I just chat about maybe what I was up to at the weekend, or my thoughts on whatever it might be. The ruddy ará idir lámh agam ag an dtír seachta, no, beidir smaoin siad agam faoi X, Y, or Z, and that you're over there literally on the other side of the world, literal air on taobh den down, listening to them while you're driving into work to put out fires outside of Melbourne, on Sinne Churmach, no Sinne Wucha, Tivum to Melbourne. So crazy again, that image, and how, with the internet nowadays, I know a lot of people talk negatively about the internet, and I probably do as well often. Cínte go mín an daoine ag labhairt go diúltach faoin idirlín na leithean de shows. Cínte go mín mis ag déanú an rud chéine, but something like that, something like Danny tuning in, or whoever it might be that we read out emails from this podcast, aon duine a bhí muid ag léamh amach a gcuid ríomhphoist sa fudcréile seo, that they can listen from all over the world. And this gets uploaded at 5 o'clock, and at 5:01 they could already be tuning in and being an podcréile seo ag dul sús nó bí mé gúslódal an podcréile ag a cúig clog agus ag nómid amháin tar éis a chuig tá siad san an éisteacht leis ar an taobh gen down. Really crazy stuff. So yeah, thank you so much, Danny. Really cool to hear about your story on the cool hon. Bugnaín to the scale hostal on sin, that you're out there in Melbourne, but that you're working kind of a bit outside of Melbourne as well, so you're probably not there in St. Kilda's with the rest of the Irish. Chansman nach bhfuil tú an sin is St. Kilda's, leis an Cuid den Hairnig on sin. But someone else who is in Australia and definitely isn't in St. Kilda's or somewhere with a lot of other Irish, duine eile san Astral agus duine nachhfuil is St. Kilda's and nachhfuil in áit in a bhfuil a lán éarnig hall an sin, is Sean in Iarthar na Australa. so in the west of Australia. Liam, first you'll have to forgive my mistakes as Gaeilge. Tom cínte gwil butún galore an seo, Tom arashig fólam le sé ví is dócha. Is Mr. Sean is as kirkig me, ach Tom imachoni in Iartha na Australia le Cuid blina jeg. Tom imachoni in moille beag chimpel gach 7 kilometer nís Yastal Perth. I'm living in a little town 270 kilometers from Perth. Tom géis de clusian bud chréile le Cuid no sé ví anús. Úsáid man podcréile mar extracurricular activities dócha, mar tá méid a ólam relearning mo chuid Gaeilge le learnirishonline. Ní learnirishonline, Irish with Molly. Sorry, force of habit on sin Irish Molly. Another great content creator where a lot of people listening to this will know about by aithne ag lán daoine ag éisteacht le seo Molly agus Irish with Molly. Agus bhfuil duine éigean sa phobal daltaí éisteacht le do fud créile, thosaí mé leis an tríú cheann ach an níos am géisteacht leis an dara level. Éistem gach seachtain agus is even am an content ní léon scéal simul agam. I don't have any interesting story, well, trust me, you do, Sean, especially of the next bit that's coming up. Tá mé géisteacht leis an agrán céad san ídeag agus dúirt tú scríomh isteach. Mar sin, tá mé an seo. Tom imma hí agus cormacheach. I'm sitting down in front of my house, my deck, on my deck, as they say in Australia, mar dearan siad san Australia ggóil beor agus ag éisteacht. Níl a lán seans agam mo chuid Gaeilge úsáid, mar ní léon phobal éireannach an seo I tútha na Australia. Dog mé ar sa bblin 2008, so I left Ireland in the year 2008 ar fear cúpla blin chun turas a dhéanú go America cheas, South America agus an nua héileán a New Zealand agus, and in quote marks here, beidir an Austral. Well, Rick mé ar an Austral 2010 in 2010 arrived in Australia agus tá mé fós an seo. Incredible, do chreide. Sean, gnáir leat a chara agus leanúráid le gachród ó bhfuil tú ag déanú ar son na Gaeilge. All the best, Sean, Iartha na Australia, Sean, in the west of Australia. Well, you said there, Sean, you don't have an interesting story. Dúirt tú an sin nachfuil scéal simul agad. Sean, well, trust me, you do. Cínte go bhfuil, and especially the idea of just ending up in Australia in 2010 and that you stayed Déanta. And I don't know, have you gone home in the time since at all, or have you been able to, or have you always been out there and route to unseen? Idir gabhfuil sa jegs an ish, no an round seans agat dul bhaile, I'm not sure, but a really great story. And again, love the image of you out there in the middle of nowhere, basically, in Australia. In áit sem mu faoin tua san Austral ag ggóil beor agus ag éisteacht le Gaeilge Weekly in my random ramblings every week, agus éisteacht le mo chuid ramblings agus mo chuid smuointí gach seachtain. So hope all is good out there in Australia. Tá sulam go gachrad go hall an sin san Austral. And yeah, not too much for Christmassy Christmas out there, I'm sure. More so of a hot one, 35, 40 degrees probably. But hope it's a good one for you out there. Sean Tasulam Gumai Nullag wa agat hall on shin. Matt from London, so Matt o London, well ní o London, but listening in London at least, ag éisteacht in London, Eranos. And I was actually speaking to Matt. We had a bit of a meeting a few weeks ago, not too often that I get the chance to speak properly to members or listeners. Ní Harleen sé go minic go míon an chance agam labhairt mars geart le héisteoirí nó le buil learnirishonline. But me and Matt actually had a meeting about something about a month ago, and that was really nice to get to know you, Matt, and to get to chat to you a bit about a few things bhí síntach chun aithne a chur ort, Matt, agus cumáil le sin labhairt faoi cúpla rud dearfriúil. And Matt's asked a bit of a question, because I already know Matt's kind of background or what his story is. So he's asked a bit of a question here. Gach, where do you think of what do you think, of the shadowing technique for learning to speak a language? Repeating sentences from a spoken passage using the transcript until you're able to speak along with the recording. Is it something you would try on the learnirishonline membership? I'm doing bits of it and it's really helping my speaking confidence. Gurmila Magat, Matt. So, to be honest, Matt, as I said in the other two versions of the show, Mar dúirt mé ar an Gnáthleagan gin show, I haven't had much experience with the shadowing technique and don't know too much about it. Níl mór an rol sagam faoi, really, apart from what you've mentioned there, in terms of it being, where you repeat sentences from a spoken passage using the transcript until you're able to speak along with the recording. But I could certainly see how it would be of some benefit. Cínte gur féidirlum an tarbha go méfá in an buint amachas an sin, especially in terms of getting small things to make your speech and your flow a lot more fluent. Go háirithe maidir leis na rudí beaga a bhfuil an de chaint agus de level labhraithe, your kind of speaking level ó bhád níos líofa agus ó bhád níos nádartha. And the main example would be, again, if you're listening to, let's say, whatever, the full version of Gaeilge Weekly or a different podcast, the Seachtain podcast by the Irish Indo or No Sin or Bioregan or whatever else it might be in Fud Creile Ella, then it's not just the way they're using the grammar, it's not just the words they're using, it's small little stuff, the small little filler words in between sentences, na filler words beag idir na habertí, as well as that when do the pauses come in, when does the flow, how does a word be pronounced. Again, you might hear me saying ad instead of agat, chance beidir orintha chlushan tú megra rudding so la ad in och agat, because I've more so Connemara Irish tá Gaeilge níos Connemara agam istócha. So it can definitely be a benefit. I think sometimes people get too worried about certain types of ways of practicing orintha Iron Dini Rovorha Madra Le Bali Zifrula on Chlachtu. I would say the main thing is just make sure you have interaction with the language every day. And again, you're roughly replicating what you're trying to do. That the genocide replication agus a gach and recreating on rud a will to a giri Jane. If you want to get better at listening, you have to listen. If you want to get better at speaking, you have to speak. Matot to a giri Irene Sfar Madra Le an Gaeilge hiiscint caiithú bheith tuiscint agus a bheith éisteacht le rudaí. If you want to get better at speaking, má tá tú ag géirí airí níos fearr le bheith labhairt na Gaeilge, caiithú a bheith ag labhairt na Gaeilge. You have to be speaking Irish and so on, regardless of what your level is, even if you're a beginner few must thosaitheoirí. So big thank you for that, Matt. Sorry I don't know much more about it, but yeah, it certainly seems like something that could help, especially for small stuff like filler words and pauses and natural flow there. Donal in Hong Kong. Hi Liam, messaging through after listening to the last podcast and hearing your request for messages. Not much to say here, but to let you know I'm listening over in Hong Kong. I was listening on and off for about a year ago, but I guess life just took over. I'm inspired again with our new president to be clued in with our native language. Thanks for all the work you do putting everything out there. Hopefully I might be able to find other Irish speakers here where I can use the language a little bit instead of always translating in my own head. Good luck with your busy week. It was indeed a busy week, Seachtain fear chunóchuch a bhí inchi Donal that week, so big thank you for that, but much quieter now ó bhád níos ciúna anish, thank God, buíochas le dia. And yeah, again, Hong Kong, not somewhere where I expected to receive an email from last week. Ní áit around me agsúil le riomhfhost all on Ceisteanna gotcha, but really, really cool to get that email. Or I think this was an Instagram message actually. Ceapan go out on Cian Shaw ar Instagram on Ceisteanna gotcha. I can't even remember now ní féidirlim chuimhnú. There's been so many messages and emails on different platforms tá méid sin riomhphost agus teachtarachtaí ar ordan tifriúla, but a big thank you for that, Donal. Gur míle maith as sin, Donal. Again, I'm sure you have an interesting story in terms of how you ended up in Hong Kong of all places. Cínte go bhfuil scéal simúlatsa maidir le chin chuí a chreithní tú I Hong Kong. As gach and sin an down gur féidir at the bheith out of everywhere in the world where you could be. And yeah, like you, I'm also very inspired by our new president. So latsa tal an spragu unum Madger Lenar Uachtará nua Hall and Erin Catherine Connolly, and especially her devotion and the hard work she's put in over the years towards the Irish language, and her real love and willingness to use the Irish language. And gráta cia go mala sin an fun atá orthaí an Gaeilge a úsáid ag gach at every opportunity. So really happy to hear from you, Donal, on sásta an chlustal wetcha Donal. And we are kind of moving into the North American section of the podcast now. Firstly, hearing from Pork over in Vancouver, Canada. Hi Liam, tá mé géisteach leis an bud Creile le trí nó ceithre seachtain anús. Buinam antá na bheas an glór, gur míle mágat. Gur míle mágat hain, Pork. Nuair bhí mé óg, bhí me chuid Gaeilge I bhád níos fearr. rugam cheanmháthair in Gaeltacht Chill le Máirte I Ghunnaí Chorcaí. Tá Gaeilge ag me hismóthirí agus bhí Gaeilge á labhairt sa bhaile nuair bhí mé óg. Tá mé mo chónaí Vancouver, Canada le 8 mbliana déag. Éistem leis an bud chréile sa chóir mo bhealach go dtí an obair. Tá mo chuid Gaeilge bhád níos rustí inis ach caríonn an podcast rang beag Gaeilge a thabhairt dom gach seachtain. Leanúint leis an obair iontach agus tóga bog é Pork, a big thank you for that email. Gur míle mad as an rifos sin. Again, just pick one specific thing out. Well, two things out actually. The second thing is kind of a funny thing. On Dara Road, this road says ground variety. But the first thing I'm thinking, you said there that your grandmother was born in the Gaeltacht in Cork. I'm just thinking yourself out there in Vancouver. It's unbelievable. In 2 generations, like Gnáthleagan. Think about how different your life is compared to the life your grandmother would have had in the Gaeltacht. Sauli like Cíocmh Zifriúil is atá the Hail Hain an sin in Vancouver in the year 2025 sa bhliain 2025 in comparison to I gcomhpháirtíocht le the life that your grandmother would have had on sale a bheith ag the cheanmháthair sa Gaeltacht thart 100 bliain ó hin, 9 bliain ó hin, 8 bliain ó hin is tócha thart an am sin about 80, 90, 100 years ago. Yeah, crazy to think how different it would have been. Do chredsa an smaoinú Céadaoin Zifriúil is a bheith sé in just 2 generations. Tíbhas de Gnáthleagan. The second one, I kind of did some maths in my head during the full version of the podcast as I was reading this out. Running away, beagnaí mathematic I mo cheann agus mise ag léamh amach an rifos seo an Gnáthleagan sin fud craile. And said 18 years in Canada, so that means he would have moved over when 2007. Gaeilge sa seacht. So wasn't that a good time to leave Ireland? Nach chuir sé sin mar amíntach an éire a ágáil just at the right time, Pork, just before the crash. Dúrach raibh an coolú economíochta. So you got out at a good time. You probably enjoyed yourself in Ireland the previous 10-15 years and then left for Canada just when the time was right. Chuid tú go Canada dúrach ag an am ceart. Would love to hear a bit more about that, and do you view it in the same way an rá tú nó mín tú ag féchan sé sin ar an timeline sin sa bhealach céanna, but you might be a bit younger, maybe you just left straight after college. I'm not sure. Sean squill tú beagnaí níos óga agus actually just dog tú dúrach tar éis an ollscoil a chríochnú. Thank you for that, Pork. Gur míle mad as sin, Pork. Carol as California, the same name as my mother, an tanam chéine atá ag mháthir. Tá mo géisteacht I dúsceart na California. Freisin tá aon smaoin a bháin agam, orintha tá an teidil fada, is an féidir leat, níos simplí nó bhád níos simplí a chur ag tús an teidil. Is it possible to put the version name such as níos simplí or bhád níos simplí at the beginning of the title? Nuair atá mé ar an phone, orintha caithfidh mé an trí leagan oscailt, unas go mbeidh sagam cén ceann bhfuil mé géisteach leis sa know which one I'm listening to. And yeah, that's actually a good point, Carl. Planning 1 or 2 small changes for Gaeilge Weekly in the new year, and I'm planning a run no go biog ahrú is tócha matter like Gaeilge Weekly sa bhliain nua. Firstly, the podcast is probably going to come out on Thursday in 2026 instead of Wednesday. Seans má go main podcast like teachtamach ar an Céadaoin Gaeilge Fishe in out ar an Gaeadaoin, and might change 1 or 2 small things like that as well, just to make it easier for people. Seans gohfuil mé an rud no cho mar sin run go beag cos le sin ahrú unas go mai sin níos éasca le dhaoine, but as well tough to change something now because can't change it for all 120 episodes that have come out already. Ní féidlam ahrú like gach episode a tháinig amach go dtí seo. So you also want consistency with these things, but I completely understand tuigim céad fan géad what you mentioned there, Carolyn. Thank you very much for writing in. Gur míle magat ascríomh from the north of California, from North Cal, I believe people call that there. Ceapam muid an sin bín daoine gléoch North Cal air. So hope all is good with you there and you have a lovely Christmas. Tá sulam goil gacrad go má latsa an sin agus bhain nullag iontach ad. Oliver from Denver. This is a very interesting one. A liam a chur. Tá súlagam goil tú go má agus tá de go arás. As you can hear, Oliver, it is indeed. Mar féidir leat chostal inis tá sé arás. Go Jevin. Lacuna J thought they were the chean lame arish, so hopefully you'll get better soon. It's Misha, thank you very much for that, Oliver. It's Misha Oliver o Greenon. mBéarla, agus tá mé mo chónaí I Denver I Colorado sna Stát Déanta. Is éannach mé, rugú agus tógu I gunna Ross Cumán, ach dog mé éire blianta fad ó hin, haar 10 blian ó hin. It's over 40 years ago now, he says. Dóla mé an Gaeilgean bhí méid freastal bhunscoil agus bhíonscoil, chláiste Ghearbhaile. That must be Garbally. I'm only doing it in my head now, the translation. Ní nach ag déanú an nastracán I min sin inis agus mi sé géisteacht. I went to school in Galway, hui mé school in Náthleagan that would always play rugby against Garbally College. So there you go, small worlds, down beag. Ach ní mór an sim insi agam ag an am. Cé gur beag an Gaeilge agam tríd na blianta rinne mé dearmad an chuid is mó orthaí agus níor úsáid mé churbe go dtí go rúil mé le cúpla punkana, and people might be thinking, punkan, what's that? That is essentially yank. Okay, in Irish if you're going someone a yank or it wouldn't be used for foreigner, but mainly used for, let's say, Americans coming over to Ireland, I suppose. In the same way we'd use yank in English, regardless of whether you agree or disagree with that word. That's what it is. But I think it's a harmless word in a way. Gurúil mé le cúpla punkan, so a few Yanks or a few Americans, ag labhairt Gaeilge, agus ní raibh clán nó nasc bit acu le héireann. They didn't have any kind of connection or family to Ireland. Bhí inú an downarm, agus nóir an downarm freisin, mar bhí sí líofa, agus ní rábhach sim acu sa Gaeilge, mar cheanga in sí féin. So they had no connection, but just interested in Irish's language itself. Mar bhí spéis láidre acu in teanga cosúil leis an Gaeilge. Sprag an córa seo mé chun an Gaeilge a ólam ríis. So this conversation kind of motivated me to relearn Irish dús le Duolingo. Ach bhí sprach agam I had a goal an teanga a labhairt agus ní rá Duolingo róha chuige sin. Thosaigh mé ag lurg ach bhaoine eile, started looking for other resources, agus tháinig mé the fud craile mí ar fómhar sa bhliain 2023. Thug mé faoi deara, I realised gur thosaigh tú an pud craile I mí aibreán an bhliain chéine. Ó hin, bí mé géisteach le the fud craile gach seachtain, an trí leagan ar fad. Faoi láthair, listen to this, tá gach ile leagan clust agam, the chéad fud craile in a mask. I've listened to every single version of the podcast, including the first one, by the name of Igul Marwoons or Harlar. I've always thought, Igoni vi makes swine of, is there anyone out there who's listened to every single episode? And we'll lean to them when chin. I thought there is éisteacht le gach episode, and so by definition, every week you put one out, it becomes less and less likely. Gach seachtain a churn to ceann amach. Tá seans níos lú. You know, if you only have 5 podcasts out there, 5 episodes, there's every chance there's a load of people who've listened to every single one of them, but when you've put out like 300 or something like we have now, or 250, 3K, no hartar gach sa chuige, would there be many people out there listening to every single one? It's less likely. Tá seans a bhád níos lú. Tá duine muoin sin atá tar éis éisteacht le gach ceann acu. But according to Oliver here, he has indeed. And he's only started listening 6 months after I started. Thosaigh sé géisteach sé bhí tar rééis dom an pud craile a thosaigh. So brilliant stuff, Oliver. Thank you so much for the support. I mean, I don't know, are you a member on Patreon or anywhere else, or have you bought a course and will course at Céadaoin, but even just listening every week does so much for us. Honestly, you wouldn't believe. Fiú just bheith géisteach gach seachtain jinan sé an méid sin dún in náire ní féidir leat creidú. Tá fíor bhuic as an obair bhfuil tú déanú, caithfidh tú bheith brodúil as an obair agus as an teanga a bheocan gur míle mágad agus tá tóir ára dit féin le más mór Oliver gur míle mágad. Big thank you. And the one thing, and I mentioned this in the other 2 versions of the podcast, Louis May seo ar an Gnáthleagan eile, it's an fud craile. What I find interesting there is you mentioned that he left just over 40 years ago. Oliver, dúirt tú gur ág tú éire hartar caracha blian ó hin, no beagnaí níos mó ná caracha blian ó hin. So that would have been probably early 80s, chance má gar sé sin ag tús na hugtaidí. And I only realised recently, níor thug mé faoi deara ach le déanaí, when I was watching Reading in the Years, and a lot of Reading in the Years episodes from the 80s, we make fécans ar lán agránaí to Reading in the Years ó na hugtaidí, how much emigration there was in terms of people leaving Ireland in the 1980s, and made sin imircha an mu, you know, dul amach as an tír I rith na hogtaí because there was just no jobs and there was no work. Ní raibh Lobergs, ní raibh pushed. Of course, different story in the 90s, or certainly from the mid-90s then through the 2000s. But yeah, in the 80s that, so many people had to leave. Growler and maid sin daoine fágáil I rith na hogtaí during the 80s. So maybe you're a good chance you are part of that generation, Oliver. And, the generation we often forget about, including a Yanamaj Jarmad, or we forget about the people who left and never came back, and I guess you've got your life set up and are probably staying in Denver forever. Seans mag will tosa hon fannacht an sin gajo in Denver. So it's interesting. And on that subject, the next one is actually another person who left Ireland many years ago. Then Ella a dog era blin tohin is Kathleen in New York na Ceisteanna Verca in the United States in New York. I meant to write immediately after listening to last week's podcast to say that I listen every week from New York City. I'm originally from County Galway, up Galway, Galway, and that was my add-on, not hers. And especially like that you have Connacht Irish. I love the language, but I'm not fluent. I'm constantly learning, and now my sisters here want to be more fluent too. So when we get together, we do our best to talk in Irish for at least a few sentences. Rugu unún mór me. Chun Gailge, so I was born in Dunmore, County Galway. Tá mé machónaí in New York ó 1968, éisteacht an phone an chuid is mó den am agus beag siúl Coshaw Hudson. Tá mé machónaí in Aclash. I listen while walking by the Hudson River. I live right beside it. Níl mór an Gailgam, agus grála me. You being in Seville reminded me of when my husband and I were there in 2010. We had a great time. Gurmí le mágat. So nice. Calling gur míle mágat that sin. And again, so cool to think that you're from Galway, you're from only an hour away from me. Is as Dunmore who no Dunmore who agus sin hartar orch like Wemsha not a dos mission east only an hour from where I grew up. And now you're over there walking by the Hudson River, listening to me chatting in Seville about X, Y, and Z. And yeah, all these things that are possible now because of travel and because of technology. And made ruddy gur féidir linn daoine an is mBéarla an Gnáthleagan agus freisin mBéarla an Idirlín agus mBéarla taistil. And again, mentioned in the 80s, that wouldn't have been possible in the 80s. Ní bheith túlána sinní anú I rith nachtaí. And again, she says there, you say you left in 1968. Kathleen, Jern tú an sin gur dáil tú in 1968. So again, probably for similar reasons. Again, 1960s, especially in the west of Ireland, I can't imagine there would have been much work at all. Keens nach raibh mór an obair churb. In fact, just before Ireland joined the EU, I know there was, some concerns there'd be no one left in the country at one point. Bhí daoine beagnaí bortha nach méchéin den a fácas a tír ag foiointe éigean because of the lack of work and lack of opportunities. mBéarla an aspa Ceisteanna agus aspa Ibre freisin sa tír ag anam. The next one is from Dessa, a little short one from Dessa in Oshawa in Canada. So Oshawa in Canada. Dígwach liam is misha Dessa, cosula Tessa, ach le D. Irish accent probably isn't the best for distinguishing a D from a T. So sorry about that. Dessa. Agus as Oshawa, Canada me. Bí me géisteach leis an budcréile nuair bhí me chócrocht ber bua Dessa. So short little message from Dessa there. But again, doesn't seem like Dessa necessarily has any Irish roots or isn't from Ireland directly herself. Ní as éireann I gadíreach I hain, but still is listening, trying to improve her Irish. And more than anything, the most important thing, níos mó na in rodella an rud is tábhachtaí tá sí buint taitneamh as an Gaeilge, and she's enjoying hopefully that Irish is a part of her life, even though maybe she wasn't in Ireland or maybe has never been to Ireland. And Kay nachas éireann agus chance nach chuir riomh in Éireann. And yeah, lovely to think that you listen while cooking. Dessa ionintach chun smaoinú go mbíonn tú ag éisteacht agus tusa ag cócrocht. So you might be making a nice stew or steak or chips or something at the moment while listening to this. Chance gohfuil tú ag déanú steak jazz no scalógaí no stew no rud éigean jazz agus tusa ag éisteacht le seo. Laura in Arizona is the Ceisteanna America in the US. Hello, I'm an American listener and live in Arizona where it's 112 Fahrenheit in the summer and can snow in the winter. Here, your clothes choice keep you out of the hospital, linen and so on. Hats, burritos, it's the Mexican food capital of America. I live near the mountains, so it's a little cooler where I am, 109 degrees instead of 110, she says, Jaren she. I'm currently rebuilding my life and getting closer to God after many years of not doing quite well. Sorry to hear that, Laura, but hope things are better now. Tasulam Gula Rudi Nís Far Anish. Thanks a million. Gurmila Magat, Laura from Arizona, no Lorraine as Gaeilge. Great, Laura. Again, Arizona, not somewhere where I thought there'd be many people listening. Ní áits ará méid smaoinemh go mbeadh a lán daoine ag éisteacht leis an show. But thank you so much for tuning in. I'd love a bit of Mexican food right now. Bravrálam, buganim bia Mexicanic Jerkadish. And I'm recording this at midday, so definitely later that urge or that hunger is going to grow by an tuchar sin a bhd níos mó níos déanaí. But I love a burrito or a quesadilla. Maybe the best food culture. Seans go bhfuil simmer an chultar sfar, chultar via sfar Simplán down. It's definitely right up there. But thank you very much for the email, Laura. Hope things are well with you in Arizona. Tasulam go rudi gma latsa in Arizona agus gmai nulug intuk agat. Lucas in Porto, so kind of come back to Europe for one or two now. Chuck the rash wig na herpa, like Kian no ro anish. In Porto, it's probably the closest one to me, closest one to Seville, out of all the ones that came in. As gach Kian a hánig shock. Ihuwa Makara, Lucas is animdum. I don't know if it's too late to get these mailbag emails into you, but just wanted to let you know you've inspired a bi-monthly Circle Cora Gaeilge here in Porto, Iborto. I love seeing it, and I do it all the time as well, of putting urus and shavus on different city names around the world. It's even them shavus na urus a chur Anam Chafrica, Simplán down I Birth, Marhampla in Perth, Australia, Iborto, so Fortinga. Tommy McHoney supporting it, le Biognach Cuid blina, exact same as me. Lucas, I'm here almost 5 years in Seville. Le Janie, Hossi me Gimrich, Cumal Lucas Gael, Lesh Nadini Airnacha, Ella and Shup, Agsig Folum, Gaeilge Arish. So you've had your Gael awakening, Lucas. That's what's happened. You've had your Gael epiphany. Now you've gone back playing Ga and also speaking Irish. Tá tú rash ag Gimmerts, Cumal Lucas Gael, Yon Pel Gaelic, August freshen ag Folum na Gaeilge and ag at Olum na Gaeilge relearning the Irish. Tá Gaelgor, come leisgel, a one agin, Aoife as Chur Hunnel, so Aoife from Dunanal or Donegal. Hossi Mudjig Janu, Cúpla Circle Chora. Agus nish táid mar seachtar nó ochtar. Agus tá Machalín ag fólam Gaeilge Kegras on Fortune Gael E. So even though his girlfriend is from Portugal, she's also learning Irish. Gurmila Mad as the Chwajibra on Changa Bio Buikas Ladini Kasul Latsa Togaboge. Lucas, take it easy. Lucas, thank you so much. Gurmila Magat Ashin, really cool. On a cool fod. And yeah, I guess we've kind of similar stories, both living in Iberia, let's call it. Tá an Vertugin Inargoni in Iberia. Le Cuid blina anús, no Bugani níos lú na Cuid blina anús. And Porto is somewhere I've never been, I'd love to go to, is odds nach Raume Reeve. I only found out recently a lot of people who go to Porto, apparently a lot of couples who go to Porto. Gerard Zalarov Alon Lanuni a hain go Porto le Kayla. They end up breaking up soon after and being the British Zeus Bugnin the race on Thursday go Porto, and I never knew that. Niroshin all sagam or herba, but I'm sure when you're living there it's not too bad as well. They said the same doesn't apply when you're living there long term. Keen nach will a rud cane and or thought to the choni and shin go fod termach. But really cool, and thank you so much for taking a kind of step there as well, Lucas, to make it Circle Coran, to try and start a bit of community, and sounds like it's gone brilliant. The Chumeric will take Jane Hintig. I'd love to go up to Porto. There's loads of flights from Seville to Lan Etchelshi. Seville, so I'd love to go up and join you 1 week if it was ever possible. Bevrálam dul an sin agus a bheith live seachtain one beidir más féidirlam. Really cool. So fair play, Lucas. Great to hear. Fair play, that's Lucas. Ionta chun é sin chlustal, and hope all is well in Porto, and that you have a good Christmas whether you're spending it there or back at home. Go my nullig ionta gagat más rudé goil to a cahav na nullig an sin no arash in Éireann. Now, bit of a long one, but very important one from Roman in Dnipro. And when I read this out in the other two versions of the podcast, Nervi meg leave amach and refus shot Aaron Dall like an elegant foot grail. I didn't actually know where Roman was living. I knew he's from Dnipro in Ukraine. Viesalgam Gras Dnipro san Ukraine, but I didn't know where he was living, but he's actually still living there. Tá sé fós ina chónaí an sin. So, thank you very much, Roman. It's really nice to have a little back and forth with you in the email and chat about one or two things. Agus Lawertree wrote no ho. So here's the email. Hello, Gwich. I might be just a bit late for the episode with emailing. Sorry for that. Nope, evidently you're not, Roman. So I don't really have any known Irish ancestry. I'm from the city of Dnipro, Ukraine, and he's given me a pronunciation guide there. So I think it's Dnipro. I'm not sure, but anyway, hope that's not been too bad. And at least from my father's side, all my ancestry is Central Slavic. So Poland, Western Ukraine, Belarusian, maybe some Czech Republic or Czechia, as it's called now. Apologies. In Ireland, it will definitely be the last country in Europe to start calling it Czechia. Cínse go mai muide in éireann mar an tír dhearnach chun Czechia a chléo an tír sin, even though they have changed the name officially about 5 years ago. Cé go bhfuil an tanam Afriha acu thart ar cuid bliain ó hin. In Ireland, we're bad for learning stuff like that. And in much go madra the ruddy cosilla sin a ólam. But I've been really interested in Celtic languages and cultures over recent years, mostly because it's easy to relate with the history of oppression and language domination that we both suffered from another empire. And in the case of many Gaelic natives and nations of post-Soviet countries, still to this day. And with how at some point most of Europe was using Celtic languages, I feel like saving and promoting these languages is important for Europe. Ireland has been especially appealing to me since we've really had a lot of similar historical moments. Both Ukrainians and Irish suffered genocide through famine and have a history of underground armed resistance to occupiers, British on the Irish side and Polish, German, Nazi and Russian Soviets on the Ukrainian. Both had and have to fight for reviving our languages to this day as well. There has been a book called Everything You Know About Ireland is True, but ... It was released before invasion times, but I started reading it in 2023. In it, one Ukrainian man documents his travels to Ireland and impressions from those, which have been a nice introduction to me on a deeper level. On top of all that, lately I've also found out some people close to me have some Gaelic ancestry. Moreover, my girlfriend, who's Finnish, randomly found out from my heritage update of a few days ago that apparently someone or within her ancestors from 5 to 8 generations ago was 100% Irish. And interestingly, Roman, one of my DNA tests, or I only ever did one, rid of my screwed the DNA of one 3 bliain ó hin, 3 years ago, and I was 3% Nordic, let's say. I was 2% Finnish and then 1% Swedish and 96% Irish and then 1% Middle Eastern. So, ceann amháin as meán orthair, 3 fungéad an sin as an Nordic is tóg as an Yunnan agus an Túlan agus nócha sé fungéad éireannach. Now a big question is how the Irish ancestry could have ended up in Finland way back when. So with all that, I've been promising myself to invest more time in learning Irish, but finally only found time in recent months. I really like how clear and straightforward the language is. It blends in well, being familiar with having unique traits I haven't seen anywhere before. Also, I really like the Gaelic type. That feels cool and fresh. Sad, it mostly only has decorative usage now. I'd love to do some work actually with Cloghoiluk in the future, but for all I'm Bugani Nibra Yano like Cloghoiluk Satauki, and that's the old Irish texture font that was used until the 1940s or 1950s on Cloghoiluk and Shan Chlo Usadzu Gadzi na Nidteg Karkati na Nidteg Quaigi. And I'd love to use that at some point in the future, do something along those lines. But for all I'm Rudeg and Marshini Yano Satauki. I listened to the Níos Simplí version of the podcast, but starting to feel it might be time to try more advanced levels. Usually I do 10 minutes every day at work breaks or some other times during breakfast or while brushing my teeth. I think that's it. I feel like that's everything I wanted to say. Gurmí the Mongat for the podcast, and long live Ireland and the Irish language. And as I added on both of the versions of the podcast, Mar Churme Lashin, Dháineagan Elgin Fud Karela Slava Ukraina. Fresh and Roman, and hope all is well out in Dnipro and that you're okay. She's in eastern Ukraine, if people don't know. Tá sé an sin sitja in Orher na Hukrana, so it has been more affected by the war than a lot of other places in Ukraine. But hope all is well with you, Roman, and that horrible horrible war comes to an end soon. There's not much more I can say, really. Ní mé an mór an eile ará faoi sin, and hopefully there's peace and that the Ukrainian people have what they deserve as well soon, and the bloodshed will come to an end. Agus go mai de rudí atá tilse ag na Ucránig go mai na rudí sin acu gnáthluas fad. And as I record this, I believe Zelensky is actually in Ireland today. Agus mis ag tafdú ceapan ghfuil Zelensky in Éireann inniu. Okay, last two here. One more from Europe and then one actually from Ireland that came in later that didn't make it in time for last week. So ceann amháin eile as an Eorp agus an sin ceann na hánigisteach ó Oileán na hÉireann ach ní raibh an seans go mé léamh amach an teachtain Scotse mar ní raibh sé agam in ann. Michael from an Ghearmán, or Michael as I'm going to call you, Michael here. Hello, Irish learner from Germany here. This is actually my third try learning the language, but I hope to see it through this time. I guess I was lucky so far that I had a very good German teaching book for learning Irish to start with. Also, it seems the best online source for Irish grammar is in German. I've heard this, Michael or Michael. There's a lot of different resources online in German and also physical resources, physical books. Talán ach funny, physicula ach freshen líne, trí bhean na Gearmánische through the medium of German for learning Irish. Chun ó Gaeilge ólam. And that blew my mind when I first heard it. Ní raibh mé an é sin a chreidzamh nuair chúla mé é sin don chéad or. Anyway, we continue. Lanny Madurai. Right now I struggle to carry on from beyond what tutorials are able to give me. Currently I source new vocab from two sources, the Open Door book series and the Asterix comic translations. But until I found your podcast a couple of weeks ago, I lacked a serious way to train listening comprehension, so a big thank you for that. P.S. I don't ever expect to master Irish enough to speak it. My goal was always full reading comprehension, but if you'd be able to listen and understand it, I guess that would be a bonus. Lemas, Michael, or Michael. Michael, vielen Dank. Big thank you. I'm guessing you're German. It does say that you're German. You're not just an Irish person living in Munich and éireann chu in the Choni in Munich and me here telling you vielen Dank. Vielen Dank. Agus gur míle mágat, and a big thank you for that. And yeah, it's crazy the amount of resources there and the amount of interest there is in the Irish language in Germany. Tá sé do chreidsa an méid sima atá daoine I dang na hÉireann sa Gaeilge sa Ghearmán agus I gcatharcha dheofrúla timpeall an Ghearmán tá circle chorá. There's different kind of meetups and conversation circles around different cities in Germany. And I think one thing you say it's really important there, Michael, as well. Rudháin a dearn tú an sin, Michael, tá fear hábhaach not that you don't have kind of an ambition necessarily to be able to speak it perfectly one day or speak it fluently. Níl an sais ulvín so agat chunny a labhairt go phléirseach nó go líofa láháin. It's more so that you maybe want the cultural side of it and to get more involved with the Irish language and a better understanding of the meaning of what's behind it, not necessarily like literally on Kiel atá le focail amháin, but the way the Irish language is used and the way we think about things differently and chuid a bhí me ag smuoine faoi rudaí I mbearla friúil, and as well as that, as you say, full reading comprehension, and you enjoy more so the reading side of it, Ash, and you can learn it that way. Go to an on óla mar sin, and the great thing now again with the internet and with all these different resources, you can choose what way you want to learn a language. Tá tosan an raunú an chuí bhfuil tú ag éirí an teanga a ólams. You can focus in completely on grammar and on something like reading. Tá tú an dírasteach céad fan géad ar chramadach agus chomhpháirtíocht sin ar bheith léamh na Gaeilge. So yeah, really cool to hear, Michael, and hope everything is well with you in Germany. Tá súlagam ghfuil gachard come on láts sa Ghearmán. And as well, that you have a lovely Christmas. Agus go mai nullig iontach agat. Okay, one from Ireland. Last one to finish it off is from Anisha. So ceann amháin ó Éireann hon críocha chur leis an budcréile, and this came in after recording last week. Tháinig sé seosteach tar rééis dom an budcréile a hafad an teachtain Scotse. So I'm going to put it on this one. Díghaid líam conas táú tá súlagam ghfuil go má is mise Anisha. Tháinig mé ar the budcréile cúpla mí ó hin ar Spotify. Ag an am céine, thosaí mé rang ihe córa Gaeilge. Is as cilcheannig mé, ach tá mé machónaí im lá clia ar feadh gábhlín déag. My interest in Irish has come back to me again after around 20 years since I finished secondary school for a few reasons. I've become very interested in languages for the past 10 years and I've been learning Portuguese and Spanish, and this summer I was asked to read a prayer as Gaeilge at my brother's wedding and got lots of compliments for my pronunciation. I realised the importance of Irish as a living language in our country now more than ever. Éisteacht an bud chréile gach seachtain, hoisi me éisteacht leis an leagan níos simplí dús ach tar éis cúpla episód bhí ionta orm feicáil gromé an leagan líofa hiscin Beidir seachta cuid fungéid. Is maithlam an content agus is brálam a bheith éisteacht leis. Is mór an spragu é dumsa mar is ein chéadúir dom a bheith muinínach as mo chumas tuiscina. It's the first time I'm kind of confident in my understanding ability. Gur míle mad líam agus leanúint ag déanú níos mó episódí le hell I will Anisha, and don't worry about that. Jane Hume, Anisha, love you more if we should no plans on stopping Gaeilge Weekly anytime soon. Ní lein plan na agin module Gaeilge Weekly is stopu ein or galua. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for returning back to the Irish. Míle buchas as bheith filler rash ar an Gaeilge. Like myself, you have interest in different languages, and I've learned some levels of Portuguese and Spanish. Well, I haven't done the Portuguese, Neil, unfortunately, Gaelic, Jane Togum, but you've learned Spanish like myself, and I think that really helps you out learning Irish. Captain, Gagarincha Shinlat on Shin La Changa Ella, Marhampla Lesson Gaeilge Olam, and people will be surprised by how much easier it is once you've learned one language to then learn another one. Ve Inta Serhoini Kegovesca Ni Éasca. Gohfuil sin níos éasca chun teanga ólam, that it's easier to learn a language when you've already learned one nuair atá ceann amháin fólamtha agat hána féin. So yeah, hope all is well in Dublin tásúlam go gachar cumá im Lachlia, and that you have a lovely Christmas Anisha go mai nullig honna agus nullig gintach agah an sin. And that is it. Sinné. After reading out so many emails last week, this week, 3 times each week, 3 hour gach seachtain and tachtain gach and tachtain seo. That is it. We'll finish on Anisha's email. Támann chun críoch a chur leis an bud craile ar rifos Anisha, and we are finished for the mailbag edition. Thomas Creeknia, Madra leis an mailbag edition. A big thank you again to everyone who sent stuff in, and even if you didn't, few monarao to an on rudig and the Hyola stock, just a big thank you for listening. Gurmila Magav Asavai Gaeilge. We've one more week of Gaeilge Weekly left for the year. Tar seachtain one ela fák agin to Gaeilge Weekly done bhlín. Next week's episode will be the last one for the year. So on Tachtan Sugan by an Tagran Zernach, it govis for Hikuagagin Gaeilge Weekly. Then we'll be back the first week of January by Mdrash. Eg Tusmian, or might even do one on New Year's Eve, even Shanska Nyen Humans Kian Erihachin Blina. And yeah, really looking forward already to getting back in just, but also looking forward to a break from the podcasting to new fresh and less sus on Bud Craila Erfad Kupla Shockton for a few weeks. That's it, guys. If you want to get in contact with Learn Irish Online or Gaeilge Weekly, Montatu Bigiri Fallid Zagwallin or Learn Irish Online no Gaeilge Weekly, just Harifos Twiggin a liam.learnirishonline @gmail.com, and I'll speak to you next week. The Roma live on Sacht and Sugan. Goodbye and God bless. Slán agus Bannacht.